Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel and tap that notification bell. Like this video. That helps me to keep making videos. Please. Oh, jeez. All right. And I would greatly appreciate it. So, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. I think a lot of people call him that. Super wealthy investor, Canadian. A frequent guest on CNBC, which I'm watching right now, and I have been recently because of all the turmoil in markets and talk of recession, etc. But a boat he was on, he wasn't driving, was involved in a very tragic accident over the weekend, Saturday evening around 11:30 p.m. I think he's an avid boater. He and his wife and another woman we're on a small boat that he has. It's pictured in here somewhere right there. That's it. And I think that's just taken from one of his social media accounts, that boat, the picture there. We're boating, and they ran into another boat, and a bigger boat than, the boat that they ran into was the bigger vessel, and they ran right over the bow, the front of the boat, striking a passenger in the head on that boat and killing that man. So, obviously it's very sad. It's terrible. We don't know if there's a criminal investigation. There hasn't been any criminal charges yet, and there very well may not be. According to representatives of the Shark Tank star, a couple things. I think he wasn't driving the boat. His wife was driving the boat, and and then, like I said, there was another woman on the boat. But they're claiming, or the Shark Tank dude, Kevin O'Leary, are claiming that the other boat didn't have its lights on, which prevented them from being able to see it. And that's where the violation is. I think that's the critical element of this. That's stated here in the TMZ article. And there were conflicting reports, though, on who fled the scene or if somebody might have fled the scene immediately following the accident. In this TMZ article, it says that they were told that O'Leary's boat, fled the scene, but it was later towed by police, and confiscated for forensic analysis. But over at the Daily Mail, it says that it was the Shark Tank star O'Leary, his people basically claimed that it was the other boat that fled the scene. So it does say. Let me just cruise through some of this. He released a statement. O'Leary tells TMZ late Saturday night, I was a passenger in a boat that had a tragic collision with another craft that had no navigation lights on and then fled the scene after the accident. I'm fully cooperating with authorities. He goes on. Out of respect for the families who have lost loved ones and to fully support the ongoing investigation, I feel it is inappropriate to make further comments at this time. My thoughts are with the families affected. A rep for O'Leary tells TMZ Kevin's wife was driving the boat at the time of the crash, and she was administered a DUI test that night and passed. So she hadn't been drinking, or else that would have shown up, or she wasn't legally drunk, basically. But any alcohol in your system, just about these days, and you'll fail a DUI test. He also said a third person was in Kevin's boat and was injured. She went to the hospital, received stitches, and left. O'Leary's rep wanted to clarify it was the other boat that fled the scene. As we reported below, a source connected to the owner of that other boat said it was Kevin's boat that fled. So that remains, that remains a question. So I will say, and I like this guy, actually. I kind of, he can come off as abrasive, but I do kind of like him. And me and my wife watch Shark Tank sometimes. It would seem odd to me that the boat that was struck, would take off. That seems strange to me. So, anyways, it may have not had its navigation lights on, causing it to be, basically impossible to see it. But the logic of the boat that got struck, that got hit, fleeing the scene. Unless, I guess, my understanding is that the boat that got hit was stationary, was not driving. Maybe it was driving too. Maybe they were both, and they both, one come in at a perpendicular O'Leary's boat and struck it while they were moving. But I don't know. We don't know. We do not know. All right, well, that's pretty much, the extent of it, and we'll see where this goes. I mean, it appears, I don't know how. It was at Lake Joseph, which is in Ontario, is where the accident took place. And this is just, pictures from, I think, his social media account where he's boating, and of course they pick out pictures where he's got a beverage in his hand. But that's pretty much the whole story. I wanted to see about the police taking the boat into confiscate, or towing off the boat, which I'm sure is standard. So a source connected to the owner of the larger boat tells TMZ they told police after impact there was enough light to ID the people on O'Leary's boat, and the owner said it was O'Leary and his wife. We cannot confirm it was Kevin and his wife. Again, that makes it sound like the owners or the occupants of the bigger boat, they were talking with police immediately following the incident, so they couldn't have fled the scene. The accident happened on Lake Joseph late Saturday around 11:30 p.m. when a smaller boat owned by O'Leary rammed into a larger boat, going directly over its bow and striking a male passenger in the head, killing him instantly. A source connected to the owner of the larger boat tells TMZ they told police after impact there was enough light to ID the people on O'Leary's boat, and the owner said it was O'Leary and his wife. We cannot confirm it was Kevin and his wife. However, we've spoken to Kevin about the incident, and he said he was following police protocol and would not comment. As for what the protocol is, we're told cops will not release any names involved in the accident unless criminal charges are filed. We are told O'Leary's boat immediately left the scene of the accident, but it was towed to the marina on Monday by a salvage boat with police on board. So it was towed on Monday. That's 2 days following the incident. Who've seized it for forensic testing. Multiple sources tell us a critical element of this investigation is whether the large boat had its lights on, so people on O'Leary's boat could see it at the time of impact. Kevin appears to have at least 2 boats on the lake. While it's unclear which was in the wreck, a witness described it as a wakeboarding boat. Kevin's posted a pic of his bat boat and bragged about using it for surfing on the lake. So we don't even know for sure if the bat boat there is, the one that was in the accident. They're saying it's the one they normally would be wakeboarding with, and I think he uses the bat boat for wakeboarding. We don't know. One source says there was a total of 8 people on the larger craft. The fatality is reportedly a 64-year-old man from Florida, while the injured woman is a 48-year-old Canadian citizen. She is reportedly on a ventilator with significant brain damage. Wow. It's awful. Cops haven't said if alcohol was involved. Kevin and his wife have a lake house in the area, and they've posted several photos from the home. He wrote on the road of the property on Instagram, I call this the wedge. It's a natural phenomenon of nature located where our lake house home is situated. Just beautiful. So, we still don't really know. And that's pretty much the story there. That's the story there, dude. All right, well, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.